Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and today in this video we are going to discuss manual testing. So guys, in this video we will discuss what is manual testing, what are test cases, what is data, and how we conduct the manual testing. So guys, for the full video all of you stay tuned.
karanjetlilive.
So guys, to do manual testing, so what you have to do is you have to create a testing sheet. Okay, so what that sheet will have, it will have these things. For example, name of the module. So here in this example we'll be testing a email login module. Okay, so we will just test a login module, okay, where the user has to enter his username and password, and then we will see how the module will behave. Okay, so in that standard testing sheet, okay, so these are the things which we normally mention. That is the name of module, that is email login, who tested it, that I am testing it, Karanjetli, when it was tested. Okay, and guys, like in that module, what are the different cases which can happen? Now by cases I mean, so whenever you log into an email, so what are the different possibilities which can happen? For example, you want to log into an email, you enter a valid email and password. Okay, so then you enter a valid email and you enter a invalid password. That is a second case. Okay, it happens. So when we have to test, we have to test for everything. So where both your email ID and passwords are correct. Now in second case, your email ID is valid but the password is invalid. Okay, then in third case, both your email and passwords, okay, they are in wrong format. For example, in email, like I write my name karanjetli at the rate of gmail, so I forget the gmail, I simply write karanjetli.com or something like that. Okay, so then another scenario, you did not write the email, okay, but you are writing the password. Okay, in third scenario, you are writing the email ID but you left the password blank. Then in another scenario, both your email and password are blank. So guys, these are the different things which can happen while you log into your email, and there are more combinations also. There can be more combinations of test cases, but for our example I took only 6, because if I cover all the cases the video will be pretty long. Okay, so this is the first thing. These are the different scenarios you will test your login page with. So we call them as test cases. These are the different cases: valid email and password, valid email, invalid password, invalid email format, empty email, empty password, both fields are empty. Okay, so then test data. So what is test data? These are the things which you will add. This is the data with which you will test your module. For example, if we are testing my email module, so what is my test data? I will put my email ID to it. Okay, so in this case, what is my email ID? karanjetlilive@gmail.com. Okay, and what is my password? So this is the data. Okay, here in this case I will use the password as correct at the rate of 1 2 3, and same for the other test cases also. See, valid email again karanjetlilive@gmail.com, and password, the data for the password is wrong 1 2 3, and so on. So what do we call it? We call it as test data. Okay, now guys, what is the next thing? Expected output. Means when I write the valid email and I write the valid password, okay, what should happen? So I should be able to log in to my email. So this is what is expected. And see, in case my email is valid and my password is wrong, then what should happen? So it should show me an error, incorrect password. Okay, so this is what is expected from this module. Okay, so when we run this data, okay, this is what we expect, and when we actually enter this data and I run my module, what in reality happens? Okay, if I am able to log in, okay, so then what is actual output? The user successfully logs in. Okay, so if it works according to this, what is expected, then what is the result of the module? The module has passed this case, means this case is running very nice. Okay, but if something wrong happens, means I entered the valid email but I entered the wrong password, and the error, it should show me incorrect password, but it allows me to log in. Okay, but it allows me to log in with the wrong password also. So then it means what is happening, this module is not working properly. So then what happens, the result of this testing is it will fail. Okay, but if I entered a valid email, I entered a valid password, and it allows me to log in. Okay, then what is the result? The result is pass. Okay, so what happens is, this is my scenario test case, this is my test data. Okay, this is what I expect, and when the system runs according to what I expect, okay, then it means everything is good. Okay, it has passed this test. Now in second scenario, okay, so this is my login data. Okay, but here what I did is I am entering a wrong password. So what system is expected to do? It should say the password is incorrect, but in reality the system allows me to log in. Okay, then it means this thing is not working properly. So then what happens? It fails the test. Okay, so for all these cases we will test our modules with this data, and then we will match what is expected with what actual happens. If they both are same, then the module passes. If they are not same, okay, so then the module, that particular case, it fails the test. Okay, in case it fails the test, then you can give your remarks here. Okay, so you can say check the password handling and something, whatever remark you want to put. Okay, so guys, now let us test the first case. Okay, so I am putting both these windows side by side. Okay, first is my test data. So here the Google is asking me to enter my email. So this is my email. Okay, so I enter it, then I click next. Now it is asking me to enter my password. So here is my password. Okay, correct 1 2 3, and I hit next. So it is trying to log me in. Okay, so what happens? I entered a valid email, I entered a valid password. So what happens here is, what is expected? The expected thing is user successfully logs in, and I logged in successfully here. Okay, so then what actual happened? The user also successfully logged in. So then what happens? This case, it passed the test. Okay, so I do not have any remarks. Okay, so I simply write here no, and here we go. So this is tested. So this was expected, this actually happened, and I passed the test. Now let us go to the another case. Okay, so what I do is I sign out. Now what is my next case? Next case is valid email but invalid password. So this is my valid email. Okay, but I write the invalid password. So what is my invalid passwords? WRONG123. I can show you the password. Now in this case, what is expected? The system should show me the error, incorrect password. So let us see. Now it is asking me, say wrong password, try again. So what happens in reality also? So my password was incorrect. In reality also it is showing me a message, incorrect password, simply incorrect password. So it is behaving according to what is expected. So what happens? Is it pass or fail? It is pass. Okay, so do I have any remarks? No. So then let us try one more case, like empty password, fail. Okay, so now let us sign in again. I enter the email. So I enter the email here, I click next, and when they ask me for the password, I keep it blank, and again I click next. So then what it happens is, enter your password means password is required. Okay, so again I write here, so this is what we were testing for a blank password. Password is required, so this is what was expected and this is what actually happened. Again the module has passed the test. So do I have any remarks? No. So guys, so on, okay, we can test the other cases also. For your example, I tested all these, okay, and I left some because the video would have been too long. So guys, I hope you understand how you can do manual testing. Okay, so normally if you are final year graduation project students, okay, so there you have to test your project, okay, and there is a chapter in that for testing. So this is how you can do it. For each and every module you can create a test sheet, okay, there you can write the different test cases. And how you can identify the different test cases is you can sit and brainstorm with your team and you can identify the different combinations what can happen, and then you test your module with it. Okay, so guys, I hope you understand this. So guys, if you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel. I'll be uploading more videos and all kind of stuff. All of you, thanks for watching and stay tuned.